incomparable Cynthia Erivo. Okay, here we go.
May I ask you a few fun questions?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. What is your favorite thing to cook?
I don't necessarily eat meat, but I'm very good at making a good salmon, like a jerk salmon with some good vegetables.
A jerk salmon.
Yeah, you have to make sure the spices are on it first.
Pink cooked through?
I like it cooked through.
Me too!
But just cooked through. Not too... We don't want it to be rubber.
I know, I do like a little leathery.
Yeah.
Okay, what song do you have on repeat right now, may I ask?
There's a Kendrick Lamar song called, The Gardener, I think it's called.
The Gardener?
I think it's called, is it called The Gardener? Who knows what it might be called? Say again? Man in the Garden! That's the one. Thank you.
Kendrick Lamar's Man in the Garden. My
Yeah.
daughter loves Kendrick Lamar. She'll be so thrilled to hear it. Okay, is there another Broadway musical that you think of in history that you're like, I would go on a date with myself to that and dream about maybe one day?
I think it keeps coming up, so maybe I'm just going to go with it. Aida.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think that's, it might be. I feel like it might be really obvious, but I think it's that or Sweet Charity.
Oh my God. What else would you like to see in films?
I'd love to see how varied we can be as people. I think sometimes we're afraid to see us as villains, and we're afraid to see the complications that comes from as a villain. And I think that's probably come from playing this particular character. There's more behind the veil, you know?
You proved that.
Right?
This is the most complex, layered, unarchetypal approach and performance I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you know what? There's another thing. There's an era in film where there were lots of women in action, and that sort of has gone a little bit. I want it back because I want to do more. Yeah.
Interesting. What I wouldn't give.
Truly.
I have an idea.
It's time. You have an idea. Okay.
By the way, this is exactly how my girlfriends and I talk. Okay. What would you say to teenage Cynthia? Which is a question I've sometimes gotten myself, and I always feel like I don't really know how to answer it. And yet, the older I'm getting, the more ideas I'm getting about what I would say.
I think I would say to Cynthia, just keep going. You got it. Don't worry about the mistakes you make. They'll help. They'll push you in the right direction. Don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah.
Okay, you've been traveling a lot lately. Do you have a certain packing situation that you do?
Yes, I figure out the outfits that I'm going to take with me. I am not a light packer at all.
No woman wants to be.
3 suitcases for 2 days because just in case.
Oh, I love it.
And that is, you laugh because you think it's an exaggeration. It's not an exaggeration. I pack for every eventuality.
And I heard you bring a teapot with you?
I bring a lot of things with me. I bring a humidifier sometimes. It's a little mini humidifier.
Must keep the voice intact.
I do bring there's like it's like a cup, but it turns into a teacup, so you can warm it up. It's called Ember.
Oh, yeah, I know the Ember. Yeah. I got it from one of my best friends.
It's perfect.
Whose name is
it's
Ember.
Amazing. Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Perfect.
And she likes coffee.
This is what I'm saying. So it warms the tea up.
Yes. Okay. I want to close this conversation out with talking about the Ebony cover, which is the Pathbreaker of the Year.
I love that cover. Really cool.
What were you thinking when, because I've had these moments in life where you get onto the set, there's a bunch of people there, you're looking down the barrel of the lens, and like this thought comes to you, and it forms your expression because you're thinking about something in your life that led to this moment. May I ask, did you have that? Because it's such a big deal.
I think whenever I have those situations, because the shooting a cover and having those opportunities, they still don't feel real, almost.
And this one's about something.
It's a big thing to be called a path breaker, you know? And I guess my brain was sort of like, I'm glad that I can create something different, a new path for people to come down when they want to come into this business. For young girls that look like me to come down a different path, to try something different, you know, that has a path that hasn't been walked before, and that I can lead the way down that, you know. We changed course. We changed direction.
To me, it's all the tone that path is set in.
Yeah.
And I think that you have set a path that is so warm and welcoming, but so strong and badass. And just, it's like the film itself. It is tonally, message-wise, and a conveying gift to everyone that is as perfect as it gets. And it is a testament to everything that you brought to it. And I'm just so happy for you. And I can't wait for the next one.
Thank you.
Well,